Good morning, and thank you for joining me for this Monday morning message here in the lovely apartment of our friend Putty Agins. This morning, one of the readings comes from John chapter 6, starting in verse 22, and it takes place the day after Jesus performs a miracle of feeding 5,000 people from very little food to begin with. And so the day after, the crowd who he fed are coming searching for him because he performed this incredible miracle, and so they're looking for him and they find him, and immediately Jesus says to them, he's not fooled, and he just says, "You're coming to me not because you saw signs, but because you were filled." And then he goes on to say, "Do not search for the food that perishes, but for the food that leads to eternal life, which the Son of Man gives to you." So that led me to think about what is the food that perishes. And one example for me, I know, full disclosure, I love to be applauded. I love it when people cheer for me. And I think we all do. I think deep down we have this desire to be praised. And so if you've ever been on stage in a performance or playing sports or anything like that where you're sort of on a stage and people applaud you, you can probably remember two things. One, that it feels really good, but two, it doesn't last. You're left kind of wanting more, kind of left empty eventually. And I think that's an example of the food that perishes. People's opinions of you, people's approval, success, grades, these kind of things. They're not bad things, they're good things, but they don't ultimately fill us. And so that leaves us with the question, how are we filled? And Jesus answers that it is in Him, it is through Him. He is the one who gives it to us. And that's the good news, that Jesus freely gives it to us. It's not something we have to earn. He gives it to us, and we are called to abide in Him, and to understand His love for us, and to consume that food, and ultimately be filled.